Okay, myself Arunav Gupta, founder and CEO of Bhanusoft. I'll keep it short. Please don't leave. There are only few people left. This will be a brief demo, understanding of what we have been doing, how we have been leveraging IoT in what we are doing now, what we have been doing for some time, and how we are leveraging IoT now in what we do. So briefly about the company, Bhanusoft started with enterprise software services or enterprise software solutions, implementing standard packages or developing custom applications, and then over time we specialized in customer relationship management and customer experience systems or customer experience delivery systems. And that's the brief about the company. And about me, I've specialized in the same streams: customer relationship, customer experience. I briefly worked for Microsoft from September 2010 till July 2012. I did CRM implementation for some of the world's largest organizations. The thing I enjoyed the most was connecting these business applications with other systems. It can be GIS systems or telephony systems or IVR systems. And I was awarded a couple of times for that. But the thing that I realized in my exercise or in my experience was that most of the existing customer relationship or customer experience systems were missing a piece or had a very big flaw in their system. And that's what I started working on. That's what gave that's what led to the platform or the product Eras Pass. That was a platform designed with the thought that other CRM systems or other business applications keep customers outside the process. They treat them as external people while the company employees manage the relationships themselves. And what we decided was to bring customers into the processes, have them actively participate, so that we can we can influence the experience and the behavior of the customer throughout the processes, through different processes. It can be marketing, it can be sales, or it can be services. And once we started with implementing the platform, or actually the first major implementation we did with the platform, we had enormous number of requirements where we were now required to see a new player in the game, that was things being part of the platform. For example, the implementation some of you might have seen at our booth yesterday was blood pressure machines and weight monitoring machines and blood sugar monitoring machines connected to a patient care portal, self-care portal, where they can take their own readings and their readings are recorded. And then on the other side of it, the other side of the customer relationship management, where the healthcare providers, the nurses and the doctors, can log into the system and track those readings. They have access to a set of patients that they are monitoring, that they are assigned, and they keep track of them together. So that's one of the examples of how CRM plus IoT was applied for healthcare. Now we are doing the same or similar CRM plus IoT implementations for retail industries, for manufacturing industries. In case of retail, implementing CRM systems or enterprise systems like inventory management and sales systems that are connected with vending machines, checkout machines, and there are kiosk machines for customer self-service mechanisms. So that's the brief about me and the company and the product. We'll jump into the subject that I've been brought into for envisioning IoT, how different communities are seeing what IoT is all about. There is the non-technical, forgive me, but I'm a technical folk. Throughout my experience, I've been a programmer. I've never left programming in my entire experience. But from a non-technical perspective, IoT is all about connecting everything to the internet. The way we generate information and exchange information over internet, the same way things would be able to generate information and exchange information over the internet. That from a technical perspective, we see the world as, or everything as, an input device or an output device. And towards the end of it, these are inputs and output devices that we have to connect to a bigger system here, a bigger processing system here, that is the internet. And if you ask us what is our vision about IoT and what we see, what is our vision of implementing IoT, this is what our vision is. We want to create James Bonds and Iron Mans. We want to create a lot many James Bonds and a lot many Iron Mans with smart things, smart gadgets all around. Then there is there should be no limit of smartness in people around them. So it's about to redefine the lifestyle, the way we live. It's going to bring a structural change in the society, the way we live, the way we work, the way we play, with IoT all around us. And are we prepared for it? Are there opportunities or challenges around it? That's what we have been tapping in the recent, and that's what I'll be letting you know, the secrets that we have been exploiting. The number of intelligent devices are increasing, hence a number of new business fields coming up. We have a lot many startups here as well, with new ideas, new platforms around it. And towards the end of it, the question for us, the thing that we do is, how do we enable, or how do we bring this IoT capability in extending customers' experience, in having them experience the connected world around them, in delivering an experience about the brand, about the product, so that they can be influenced at the time of their decision making, so that they can be influenced about their behaviors. So this requires companies and industries to come together. It requires several industries to come together. There are telecom industries. They are required to serve as a networking net system integrators in these scenarios, where we have multiple devices coming over the internet. There will be semiconductor industries that will require to manufacture more and more intelligent and more smaller, portable, and while keeping it all cost effective for enabling intelligence into everything around us. Now, another thing that these transformations around us will require us, will bring us, apart from being opportunity, there are also challenges that are coming along with this. The challenges being in terms of security, in terms of managing the volumes of data that would be coming in, and this requires participation from different directions as well. The consumers, the businesses, the regulators, the government, all have to come together in terms of solving these problems, or ensuring that the IoT is being applied with the sense and with the objective that it has been meant for, that is to take the generation to the next level. Here is the listings of some of the industries that we work with, and then the way they are leveraging, and the thing that is there for them in this. Of course, for the telecom providers, there is a huge opportunity of data bandwidth requirements, demand growth. And they have to be, actually this is as rightly said by Govinda, this will be a scenario of an explosion in terms of demand when it comes to when we bring in the 50 billion devices that we have, that has been projected by OECD and many other OECD and many other groups. Apart from that, the semiconductor industries, thanks to them, they have actually made it possible to make intelligence so affordable that we can put intelligence into everything. It can be pen, it can be glasses, intelligence in the forms of sensors. And then the software industry, of course, is software in terms of both the product and the service manufacturers stand there to leverage both. There will be a flood of data. There will be a flood of business demands coming up in terms of IoT enabled systems, in terms of business applications demanding the things that we are already doing, similar things coming in more demand in terms of having vending machines and other systems connected to the business applications. And then the industries that we are working with, the manufacturing industry, the retail industry. In retail setup, we have other ideas or other implementations happening across the globe. I can give you an example of Tesco, the lowest cost implementation of IoT that gave them the highest benefits. In Korea, where Tesco had a competition with the local players, such that they had far many stores than Tesco, which is a retail giant. And then they realized that they couldn't build stores all of a sudden, but they have to start generating demands for themselves. They realized that the Koreans are hardworking people. They spend a good amount of time in subway while traveling through trains, and what they did was they placed posters on the subway stations that had objects or snapshots of things that are there in their stores. So when you walk into the subway, it feels like you are walking into a grocery store. and then each of the item there was QR code. With a mobile app, the people can scan the QR code, and all those items is like when you are scanning, you are picking up those items, and by the time when they have done their job and they go back to home, those items were delivered to them. So IoT is going to become intelligence or serving people beyond a limited premises in terms in applying QR code, in applying RFID, many other things that would come in. Utility industry, of course, the electricity, water, the basic amenities, metering them and monitoring them, all aspects that are already being applied. Healthcare, we have seen healthcare industry being very proactive in adopting IoT in that regard. With biometric chips for hearts, where people who are prone to heart attack can be implanted with such a chip, and then before they have a heart attack, if there is any anomaly in the heart, maybe it skipped a beat or what, and then doctors can be notified that there is a possibility of a heart attack, and doctor can come to the patient, tell that you are about to have a heart attack, come to the hospital, things like that. A little less intrusive will be farm animals, similar biometric chips for farm animals, where they appear in a software system as green when they are healthy, yellow when they are sick, and red when they are dead. And similarly in agriculture, it's being applied in different ways, identifying areas of the farm that's impacted. So I won't get into the details of it. Of all the other industries, there are many others who will be coming into the mix. From the platform perspective, I'll keep it short. I won't get into the details of it. What we have is an Eraspass platform. We don't sell the platform. What we sell is solutions on top of the platform, which are customer relationship management solutions. There are sales systems running on the platform. There are inventory systems running on the platform. There are marketing systems. There are services related solutions built on top of the platform. The platform serves as an OS for that. The capability of IoT is provided by the platform in terms all those solutions, business applications running on the platform connect with the devices. It supports OSGI standards to connect with standard gateways that are provided by Eurotech. And then it supports MQTT protocol, HTTP protocols, both SOAP and REST, to support multiple technologies to connect with it. In fact, half a dozen technologies, we have examples of for half a dozen programming languages to connect with the platform. Of course, all around the business application scenarios, and the other side of it, that is the consumer-facing systems that are built on top of it. So that's the end of it. I'll keep it short, and we'll sum up with the questions all together. That's the idea, right?